Hi, I'm Rob, and I'm your host of Right, Left, or Wrong. Let's talk Iran for a minute. 1953, the United States of America overthrew the democratically elected government of Iran. All right? Now, everyone can go here and you can read. Not always entirely sure Wikipedia is the best source for everything, but it's a good source for a lot of things. And so you can take the information from Wikipedia and you can take that information and go to a more verified source like an encyclopedia or some other source that you deem credible. However, as we talk about Donald Trump today and we talk about America and our values, Statue of Liberty, hope, how Americans are raised to be free, we really have to ask ourselves, what is the purpose of this anymore? We drill for oil. We have nuclear weapons. We have nuclear power. We have natural gas. I don't know. We have billionaires flying to space. We have cars that get 30 miles to the gallon. I'm not sure where the imperial colonialism is here. But let's start with 1953 when Mohammad Reza, I don't know these people's name because I'm not from Iran and I'm not Muslim and I'm not any of these people, but the Shah of Iran, the UK instigated a coup d'etat to overthrow him. And this was done 100%, not for freedom, not to bring these people democracy, not to fight communism, to steal their oil. Literally, to steal their oil. Like, let's talk about that. To steal their oil. We go into England. We don't steal their oil. Other countries don't come to America and steal our oil. Of course, we sell it all to them. So why would they need to steal it when they can just buy it? But you have to look at what happened here. So let's bounce down now that we know the Americans and the British overthrew the democratically elected government of Iran, right? The people who voted there. And so following that coup, a government was instilled that allowed Mohammad Reza, the Shah of Iran, to rule more formally as a monarch. He relied heavily on United States support to hold on to power. And according to the CIA's declassified documents record, some of the most feared mobsters in Tehran were hired by the CIA, right, to stage pro-Shah riots on the 19th of August. Now, where do we hear that? Didn't we hear that in the United States a couple weeks ago, that there's big riots and everybody was out in the streets and the Iranian government was going to kill all these people? And then here we go. Other men paid by the CIA were brought into Tehran in buses and trucks and took over the streets of the city. Between 200 and 300 people were killed because of the conflict. All right? Now think about that. Think about that. We in America focus on the fact that Antifa, certain elements of Black Lives Matter, go into areas when they disagree with the law and cause lawlessness. But they're certainly not killing 200 to 300 people. But why? Why is this? This isn't a right wing policy. This isn't a left wing policy. This policy is flat out wrong. Why, if you are the United States of America and you're trying to support positions of freedom to people, why would you overthrow the democratically elected government simply for oil? We weren't in a position to care about oil. I mean, there's so much oil in the world. We've been pumping oil now, and this is 1953. Now we're in 2026. We're still pumping oil everywhere. We're pumping oil back then. We're still pumping oil today, and we're pumping more oil in the United States of America. So, let's go on now. So, the coup strengthened the Shah's authority, and he continued to rule Iran for the next 26 years as a pro-Western monarch until he was overthrown by the Iranian Revolution in 1879. Right, and this is where Um, the issue is that this guy, the Shah, was terrible. He was terrible by his own standards. He was so terrible that a group of people, we call those freedom fighters in America, the American Revolution, freedom fighters, rose up and overthrew everybody. And hence, this is where you get, Jimmy Carter and the storming of the embassy and all the things that went through that. And in August 2023, the U.S. government formally acknowledged the U.S.'s role in the coup. And again, here we are again. Here we are again, people. Here we are again. Okay? And so I just want to bank out real quick here and say this guy, Mr. Reza Pahlavi, his son is living in the United States right now. And he's not somebody Trump's considering putting over there, but it's just amazing that we as a country, not because they went out and killed our people at an Olympics or hurt our soldiers with a bombing with one of our ships in harbor. We simply overthrew this government for their oil. And now, today, the United States of America, along with Israel, has bombed over 30 oil fields, causing such black smoke to be in the air that it's literally going to be poisonous to the people of Iran, especially in Tehran, and their children and their babies. And they're probably all going to get cancer because we want what? More oil? Or is it this time that we're not pushing a coup d'etat for England? We're pushing a coup this time for Israel. This has been another episode 2 of Right, Left, or Wrong. And in this instance, the United States of America was 1,000% wrong in 1953. And they are 1,000% wrong in 2026. All lives matter. All Americans should be out in the streets and supporting the idea that Trump needs to stop today bombing the people of Iran. If you want democracy to form, it has to have a seed, that gets planted and it grows by the people. And all we're doing today is fomenting the next generation of, they're going to believe freedom fighters. We're going to call them terrorists, but we're going to just foment the next generation of people who want to come and kill Americans and kill us because on the opening day, we bombed a school with 180 girls and we just took out all their oil fields. We killed their religious leader. That would be like killing the head rabbi in the United States or the Catholic priest or the Pope, but it's okay for us because they're Muslims and we don't like them. But here, this is wrong, and this is not a position of being on the right or being on the left. This is just flat out wrong, and this is pushed by people who have motives that are not in line with the people of the United States of America. It's time for the Iranian people to be left alone, and it's time for America and the rest of the world to help these people rebuild and find a way forward. Thank you for listening to episode 2 of Right, Left, or Wrong. I'm Rob. Have a good night.